I'm back out here with the Eachine Mobula Delta Wing V-tail ballistic missile. If you guys watch the video, the maiden flight video of this wing on a 4S LIPO, you know that I'm not exaggerating when I say ballistic missile. This has an insane amount of power on 4S. I've never flown anything with that much power. And I would say it's probably the fastest thing that I've had in the air so far as well. It has probably twice what it would need for unlimited vertical, at least 50% more than what it would need for unlimited vertical on 4S. It's just, I am so impressed with the power system that they put on this wing. Now, I'm curious to see how it performs on a 3S, and I'm betting you are too. So I have a 3S LIPO in it now, and I was saying before I didn't think it would have unlimited vertical on a 3S, but after seeing the vertical on a 4S, I'm not so sure anymore, but we're going to test it out. So let's see if we can get a successful launch on this, because it's been difficult for me to launch because it has so much power. I can't tell you yet what I think the launch throttle should be. It seems to me that when I got it in the air successfully, I think I only had about 35 to 40% throttle max to get this in the air, because it will torque roll on you. Okay, so let's see if we can get it in the air on a 3S. Well, that didn't work. Did you see it roll over on me? Of course, that may have been partly because of my toss, too. It's one tough little wing. All right, let's try that again. Launching. There we go, finally. I had a failed launch again. It certainly looks like it's pushing around fine on a 3S LIPO. Let's see what kind of climb we have. Well, it certainly has pretty close to unlimited vertical on a 3S, guys. Holy crap. What do you think? I think most people are going to want to fly this on a 3S, not a 4S. Roll rate's awesome. What do you think? I don't think anybody's going to have a problem with this on 3S. I really don't. Should we bring it down the road and see? Let's do that. It certainly looks like it's pretty speedy to me on a 3S. It looks like it has excellent vertical climb on 3S. What do you think? I think most people are going to want to fly this on 3S because on 4S it is absolutely insane. Can you believe that this wing has this much power on a 3S? I thought that it might. After seeing how it performed on a 4S LiPo, I assumed after flying it with a 4S LiPo that it was going to be perfectly fine on a 3S. What do you think? I mean, that is a lot of fun on 4S. And it is a lot of fun on 3S. Look at that. What I can say is that on the 3S and the 4S, it looks like the CG is good. The balance feels good. It's definitely not zooming on me. The control surfaces I have are completely neutral. And that was a full throttle run there on 3S. And it seems to maintain its line really well. So I think the specified CG is good. The balance is good. I would like to tone down the rates a little bit more. They feel a lot better on 3S. The rates that I have on it now feel a lot better on 3S than they do on 4S. 4S is very, very fast. And so the control surfaces are more effective, you know, the faster it's moving through the air. But what an awesome little wing. What an awesome little wing. Okay, so let's do a circuit here real quick, check our directions. I'm kind of curious to see how much voltage is left in this 3S LiPo, because these 3S LiPos have a lot of cycles on them. My 4S's that I used are practically new. Okay. Let's see if we can bring it in. Oh, man, I need to tone the rates down just a little bit. Skids are still on there. That is awesome. Okay, so let's pull this battery pack out real quick and see how much voltage we still have in it. I wasn't easy on the throttle. About half of the flight, I was in the throttle pretty good on 3S. So let's just see here. And I do have my LiPo, 105 gram LiPo pushed all the way forward in order to get a neutral balance on the CG. And let's see if I can hold this up here where you can see it, because I'm curious. 3.9, 3.9, 3.9. So that power system, not only does it produce a ton of power, but it's a heck of a lot more efficient than I thought it was going to be. You know, I can hammer that throttle half of the flight and come down after a 5-minute flight with 3.9 volts per cell in a 3S. And I had 3.85 volts per cell when I was flying it with a 4S. And I think I was probably even a little harder on the 4S than I was on the 3. So let's see if we can get it in the air one more time on a 3S. See you in a minute. Let's see if we can get it back in the air again on a 3S LiPo. Alright. I'll try to see what my launch throttle is this time on 3S. Alright, launching. Okay, so I had my launch throttle on 3S at just a tick over 50% throttle. So I think what I said earlier on the 4S is probably correct. It was probably around 35 to 40% throttle. Whee! Whee! This thing is awesome. Now if I could just get my landings better with it. On 3S, guys. You see that vertical climb on 3S? And this is one tough wing. I have had, I don't know how many failed launches now. It is as durable as all get out. It's like I said, wings are about the most maneuverable aerobatic aircraft I've seen. Isn't that awesome? I don't know how slowly you can fly with this one. Getting a little wing wag out of it there. I think it's got a little heavier wing loading because it's not a very big wing. I think it's got a little heavier wing loading than my larger wing. But that's pretty slow right there. Wouldn't you say? I think that's about as slow as it wants to fly right there. It is a ton of fun, whether you're on a 3S or whether you're on a 4S. Sweet, huh? Watch the truck. Boy, that is just, I'm still amazed. I am still amazed at the power system on this wing. I never would have guessed it. That little tiny 2404 or 2004 motor, 27 kV, spinning this 5125. Actually, I think it's a 5126, not a 5125. 5126 prop. It's just outstanding. You know, 3S and 4S. I am just in awe of it. And you know, like I stated in my previous videos, when I saw this motor and the prop that it was going to be spinning, there goes my timer, I thought, there's no way this little tiny motor is going to be able to push this. I was wrong. They proved me wrong, and I am glad I was wrong. That is awesome. Okay, so let's come through here and check traffic. All right, it looks like we're clear that way. Let's lose it in the sun. That would be good. All right, one more circuit, and then we'll try to bring it in, and I'll try not to cartwheel it this time. But I've got to tone down the control surface movement a bit. Well, that wasn't a good landing, but it's probably my best one so far. And my skids are still there, guys. I can't believe my skids that only weighed 5.4 grams are still on there. So I guess they're going to be more durable than I thought. But man, what an awesome little wing on 3S and 4S. And like I said, I think the majority of people are going to want to fly this on 3S, not 4S, because it is absolutely insane on a 4S. Scary fast and scary power.
So, what did you guys think of the performance of this wing on a 3S? Pretty outstanding, wasn't it? Plenty of power, even on a 3S. I don't know if it has unlimited vertical on 3S, because once I let it climb to the point to where I'm having a hard time seeing it, I throttle back and come back down to earth. So it might or might not have unlimited vertical on 3S power. If not, it is very, very close. So I was completely impressed with this wing on the 3S. I did not change any of my linkage yet, so I wanted to test it on 3S before I changed any of the linkage, and the 6 millimeters of movement up and down that I have on the control surfaces felt good on 3S. It didn't feel twitchy at all, so I think that's a good setup for 3S. Neutral balance on the specified CG, 6 millimeters of movement up and down on the control surfaces, and 60% expo. I know it sounds like a lot, but if you want to have some movement of your control surfaces in reserve, which I like to have just in case, you know, to get me out of trouble, you need a lot of expo to smooth that out, especially with the wing, because the wing rotates so well in the roll and the pitch axis, especially in the pitch axis. So I was very happy with the way it handled on the 3S. I still believe on a 4S I need less control surface movement than I have. Like I said, somewhere around 4.5 millimeters of movement, maybe 5 millimeters of movement, but no more than that. So now that I know where I want the 3S set up, I'm going to go ahead and adjust my linkage, and I'll set up 2 different flight modes, one for 3S and one for 4S, since this thing flies great with either one, and on 4S it is absolutely scary fast. So I will probably be flying it on 4S most of the time, but I'll set up a separate flight mode for 3S setup on it once I get everything tuned on 4S the way I like it. So anyway, it is an excellent wing. I knew after flying this on 4S it was going to have plenty of power on 3S, and it does. So I've just got to get a better launch technique, because I had a failed launch on 3S today too before I got it in the air. And what I found, for me, the Goldilocks zone on the throttle on 3S launch is 50% throttle. That makes it less squirrely on launch. So, and it has sufficient thrust to keep it moving, so it won't stall. So 50% throttle on 3S works for me. About 35% throttle on 4S works for me. So anyway, it's almost the end of the year, and the sale on this will be over. Don't forget that. There are links to this in the show notes. There's a coupon code on our Facebook page for this, so look for that too. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the air.